amazing atmosphere for Austin.
Christian Bishop wins the tip. Texas controls, and we're underway. The red against the burnt orange. A Texas home game as Bryson Williams out on Bishop. Texas Tech won the first meeting February 1st. They won it by 13. Allen had it knocked away. Shot clock is winding down. Carr give off Ramey. Oh, good rebound by Bishop. Tough rebound.
You said it. Tough is the operative word in this building today. Both teams.
These are two elite defensive teams. Step back Jones. That one tipped. Another offensive rebound. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Texas. Headman at Texas Tech. He took them all the way to the championship game in 2019.
As they say in West Texas, they feel in Lubbock that he has a personal relationship with the bottom of the deck. Be hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, Chris Beard still close with the coach on the other side, Mark Adams. Feed inside, Allen steps back. Might have had that shot blocked, couldn't hit, and after an extended multiple possessions for Texas, they come away empty. So still scoreless 75 seconds into this game.
Texas had that ball for 1:05 with those offensive rebounds. Chris Beard's going to love that toughness, but no points. Look at the pressure D by Texas now.
Out of bounds, and it's
cloth. They're going to keep the ball on the side, and they're going to play 5 against 1 on the ball, and we'll get a chance to see that. No middle is the operative word.
Ken Palm's adjusted defensive efficiency. Texas 10th in the country. Texas Tech is 3rd. Feed inside Bishop, couple of ball fakes. That one wouldn't fall.
Great challenge at the rim, as you would expect. Every basket is going to be earned today. Both of these teams will also switch freely to keep the ball in front.
Arms, floater, got it to go, tough shot. And the scoring gets started. Adonis Arms the deuce.
Well, you know I'm the president of that fan club because he's come out of seemingly nowhere in 6 years.
Great atmosphere, a lot of burnt orange, a lot of red here for a Texas home game. When the Longhorns took the court for warm-ups, they played Wanna Be Starting Something by Michael Jackson. I think that's apropos as Andrew Jones knocks down the mid-range jumper.
He's been so aggressive lately, coming off a big game at Oklahoma.
Davion Warren, ball fake, step back. Ramey the rebound.
Let me know when you see an easy shot today.
Marcus Carr, the Minnesota transfer. Carr, who has upped his game in Big 12 play, averaging 14 points a game. Bishop in the paint, flips it up, no good. And it kicks out Jones, that's a 3, got it! And one!
Dickie V's watching. Dick, you're gonna love this one here. Wish you were with us, but enjoy this one.
Fran, the foul on Texas Tech was on Davion Warren, that's his second.
That's precarious because remember, there's no Kevin McCullough today, who is still nursing a sprained ankle. He's day-to-day, he'll be back soon, but that's a big loss for Texas Tech.
Yeah, wacky injury, we'll show it to you. He stepped on Jamie Dixon's foot, and they were playing against TCU. Clarence Nadolny in, and that one tipped out of bounds as they didn't have Shannon or McCullough.
That was the turning point in their season, because they played 3 straight ranked teams without those guys. And Bryson Williams, if you haven't heard much of him, he's the transfer from UTEP who in conference play is all league.
Malik Wilson steps in the lane. His layup wouldn't go, tip wouldn't go, another tip, that won't fall. And then eventually it rolls in. What an effort by Adonis Arms.
That is the epitome of Texas Tech basketball right there. That one play summarizes their entire philosophy.
I mean, that was just a skirmish down low, Fred. Tied at 6, good hands there. Arms saves it.
Well, he left a residue of toughness behind in Lubbock. and now recreating that here in Austin. That's no doubt about that.
Bishop couldn't get that to fall. Fran, you were in Norman for their win against Oklahoma. I mean, they were tested, had to show some grit there.
I agree. All part of the process of building this culture.
Shannon, right side, Nadolny rattles it in. It's a three.
This young man has already played more minutes as a junior than he did in his first 2 years. Go back to that Kansas game we did when he had the career high without McCullough and Shannon available. Early on, Texas not scoring at the rim.
Jones trying to sell a foul. Santos Silva the rebound. He is actually a 2. So Texas Tech with the ball leading it 8-6. John Sciambi, Fran Fraschilla, Chris Budden here at the Irwin Center, and it is live.
Reading, that's good teamwork right there. Block on Dessou.
Wednesday at Texas Tech, we didn't see a lot. Andrew Jones the steal. Jones, the finger roll wouldn't go. Putback wouldn't go. Brock Cunningham had it stripped away. And Tech back the other way. Kick up ahead.
Easy opportunities because of these two defensive teams. Kevin
O'Banner, who had 17, including 5 threes in the win in town. And finally at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, 3rd-ranked Arizona hosting Oregon. And Dan Schulman and Jay Billis, the Schlu and the Billustrator, they'll have the call.
And I think they may be watching a team that can win the national championship in Arizona. Terrific job by first-year coach Tommy Lloyd.
Carr, little hesitation, feed inside, kicked away. Texas Tech basketball.
This is like a running game in football, and they can't get more than a yard inside.
Offensive foul.
As I said to you earlier in the week, I always told my team, it's us and them. If they want to drive out of control, we take the charge. That's the rule. That's how we play it. Good job by Jones.
Devin Askew, the Kentucky transfer, handling here, been getting more playing time of late, spinning. Here's Brock Cunningham now. Dessou, jumper, got it.
He has not gotten on track after knee surgery and the transfer from Vandy, but they could really use some scoring out of Dylan Dessou, the local product from Pflugerville.
He led the SEC in rebounding last year at Vanderbilt. Santos Silva trying to bully his way to the basket, feed inside, off.
He said, no way, shut the door on Scott Drew's Bears.
He's a good player, physical, but the ability to switch out and guard smaller players. Jones with the bigger Santos Silva on him. Ramey cutting on the baseline. Out of bounds. Yeah.
A lot of bruises today, a lot of whirlpools after this one.
Yeah, this is rugby.
This is fun.
A lot of contact. Bryson Williams with Bishop on him. Williams wouldn't go. Bishop rebounds. And a travel.
Smart.
This year, when at his best, Jace Febres is a really good shooter.
Hey, he's made over 200 threes in his career, I'd say so. He was a 3-year starter before a serious knee injury.
Shannon turns the corner, gets inside. And now Texas back the other way. Longhorns down a point.
I love the push by Texas. Both teams have to run today.
Ramey just beyond the free throw line, knocks it in. Longhorns lead it.
Both of these teams have players who decided to stay in place with their new coach. Obviously, Tech's got a few. Courtney Ramey is one of those guys that cast his lot with Chris Beard.
Here in Austin for a battle in the Big 12, and these two rivals, this rivalry has gone up a notch with Chris Beard switching sides, and now Nadolny.
Offensive foul by kicking his leg out and making contact with the defender.
Yep.
And I like that.
Bishop. And good.
These guys didn't want to stay, then they could go. But I was glad they had my back, and I knew they would.
John, even yesterday when we talked to some of the transfers like Kevin O'Bannon, they love Coach Adams, love his style.
Arms a takeaway. And a foul.
I'm a little, that's a judgment call.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised by that. I would disagree. But in the judgment of the officials, they felt like he wasn't playing the ball.
So Arms not able to make the first, and Tech now leading it by 2 line. Unranked to the 2 line. Mark Adams certainly got to be a candidate for National Coach of the Year. Shannon, jumper in and out. Bishop rebounds.
I love when Timmy Allen grabs a rebound and handles it like this. He's got to get going offensively.
Ramey buries one. Texas leads.
Now here's what you got to know if you're Texas Tech. That guy makes 47% of his catch and shoot jump shots on the course of the year. You're going to leave him open, he will make you pay. That's what I call an easy basket.
Shannon hesitates, gets to the basket.
Been interviewing for this job for 5 years.
So here's Shannon now, guy who's dealt with injury issues all season and misses the foul. Yeah, he's surprised.
I would say honesty and humility.
Yeah.
Because every time we see this guy, he looks like, I've told him a couple times as a former, at their dream jobs. Chris Beard went to school here.
Yep.
Mark Adams went to Texas Tech. If you asked them 15 years ago whether either one would be in this job, I guarantee you they would have hoped but not been sure.
Tied up 13 apiece, but a physical battle so far. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla, Chris Budden, thanks for joining us here in Austin. Sioux.
Look at the help.
And they get
are on the ball side of the floor, so you're looking at a lot of bodies. Watch out, Wilson will keep the ball out of the middle if he can. I'll let him know when I disagree, trust me, but they get 95% of the calls correct. And that's not anecdotal, that's how they're judged during the season.
Wilson gets it into the front court, and Tech will set it up. 13 apiece here.
Exactly what we thought, right?
Yeah, 2 elite level defensive teams. Bryson Williams with Bishop on him. Williams bullies his way to the basket, puts it home.
John, this kid was a good player at UTEP and Fresno. He has become so good in Big 12 play, and all you got to do is ask Bill Self, because this kid's averaging about 28 and 9 in 3 games against Bill Self in Kansas the last 2 years. Is he a good player?
That Bristol ball fake, Jones. Ramey, mid-range jumper, got it.
That was really good execution versus help. They got the ball in the deep corner. It looked like it was stuck. Texas did a great job of swinging that side to side.
Longhorns started 2 for 11. They've made their last 4 shots. Good kick by Williams, and a wide open Wilson not able to hit. Texas back the other way. And Malik
Jackson Hayes, and NBA All-Star Weekend, so some of the former Longhorns are back home on the 40 acres.
Febris can't hit, Shannon rebounds.
Terrence Shannon has no problem handling the ball. Nice pass.
And that one, saw a little girl holding a sign that said Bacho nous t'aime, which is we love you in French. You got Houston and Wichita State at 1 Eastern, and then Penny Hardaway and Memphis squaring off against SMU. Both games on ESPN and also on the app.
Kelvin Sampson, we know how good a coach he is, doing an amazing job without his 2 leading scorers out for the year.
Carr, quick step. And now a loose ball. And eventually Bacho comes away with it.
That's where Carr gets in trouble. Gets into the lane, but not sure where to go with the ball. It's happened a lot. He's got to go shoot that if he's going to lose it. Good pass.
Left side, Arms. And that one tipped, and eventually Santos Silva. Now Bacho has it. Possession arrow.
Has not been a sloppy game.
No.
If you're just tuning in, these teams are getting quality looks. It just so happens the defense is elite.
Arms with Jones on him.
Watch all the white shirts crowd the ball. Good help.
Nadolny a three.
Not his shot, John. He's only made 2 threes all season. Shooting around 10% from deep.
Ramey. Allen couldn't get the rebound. Nadolny does. And Tech will try and take the lead. Shannon to the basket, blocked by Bishop, but he's fouled. 8 in the paint. I think that will bear watching. 8 points in the paint to 0 for Texas, at least so far.
It might be the first thing I tell my team if I'm Chris Beard at half.
Jay Shannon here mentioned just a big chunk of time. 11 games total this season, 7 of them due to back spasms for an extended stretch, but he's gotten back to finding his rhythm.
Boy, when they get completely healthy, because they haven't been, much like a number of teams in this league, we're watching a Texas Tech team that can get to a Final Four based just on their defense. They're like the Baltimore Ravens of the 2000s.
Jones from deep, got it.
The difference in this game for Texas so far, too many easy looks from the perimeter given up.
Chris Budden, you listened in to the Texas Tech huddle.
Yeah, to Fran's point about getting the ball inside to the paint, that is what Mark Adams was talking to his team about, trying to find more looks for Bryson Williams inside. Also had to remind his team, hey, we got size on our side, so be physical.
Texas Tech, more often than not, they're playing a lineup of guys 6'5" through 6'8".
Multiple positions on offense and defense. They switch everything, and they can play inside out on offense.
Williams kicks out. Nadolny, head of steam.
Clarence Nadolny, you can't play off 1 foot in the Big 12. If you play off 1 foot in this league, you're going to draw charges. You must come to a jump stop and pivot there. It's the best defensive league in the country, not even close. I'm surprised, John, how many open shots Texas has got from the perimeter.
Jones with Arms out of shot clock is at 6. And that one tipped into the waiting arms of Malik Wilson.
And that was not an open shot. Good defense, good challenge that time.
And they go possession arrow.
Describe his play going along with the glue. He thought about it and he said, sticky. That's how I play.
Perfect. Every team needs one.
Andrew Jones comes to a jump stop, flips it up, rolls it home.
Yes, sir. His former teammates in the stands. We talk about Texas, the transfer portal. How about Ramey and Jones today, the 2 mainstays?
Jones with 11 to Nadolny, and that one's tipped home. I think Santos Silva got it.
Now Marcus, as you talk about glue guys, he is their inspirational leader, the transfer from VCU, 2nd year on the South Plains.
Carr with the bigger Bacho on him. That jumper wouldn't go. Texas Tech the rebound.
That's a good jump stop.
And that one rejected.
Get
Look
that
out.
Both of these teams have a lot of depth, which will serve them well in March. Injuries, etc.
Field uses the glass. Cunningham able to rebound and get it to Ramey. Good look to Sue. Cunningham waits and puts it in.
You know, you got to have him on the court at least 15 minutes a night. Helps you win. Good ball movement.
O'Banner got it. Had a huge night the other night with 4 threes against Baylor, and he knocks down a biggie there.
Excellent ball movement. They kept Texas in rotation, moved those white jerseys around, and they didn't charge either, by the way. The champions from a year ago.
So Ramey gives Texas the lead. 3:36 to go here in the first half. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilek, Chris Budden.
By the way, we mentioned Jones and Ramey. What about Brock Cunningham? Right? Another holdover.
Back cut, Warren hangs, and they say
Williams, one of the assistant coaches for Mark Adams.
Yeah, we will be in Stillwater on Monday for Big Monday, Baylor and Oklahoma State. Jones corrals that pass, feed Bishop. Asked to be lead scorers, and now they're asked to come here and fit together in the name of winning.
You mean like 11,000 plus points on this roster?
Closing on 3 to go here, first half. Jones.
I sense a growing confidence on the part of Texas. And the body language of Texas Tech, slightly dispirited at the moment.
Largest lead of the game, lob.
And throw it up if I can, but.
So here's Williams at the line. Bryson, a 77% free throw shooter. He gets the front. So 4-point game. Under 3 to go here first half. Texas Tech won the first meeting between these two teams back on February 1st.
Too easy.
Jones, a great look at it.
Too easy. They've given up a lot of those open shots today. Texas going to a 4-guard look right now.
Goldie cuts baseline, puts it up and in.
Great cut. We've said it all year, John. In this league, you have to be a good cutting team because you must attack all that help from the weak side. Excellent job by Nodolny.
Carr with the bigger Williams on him.
See now, why not a flop?
Carr grabs a rebound, kicks out Jones, wandering into the paint and looking for some help. 3 seconds.
An interest. Now, I think it was a charge. So Chris is kind of fortunate there was no call.
Wilson setting it up, really their lone true point guard on the roster. The only jumper.
I think you got to find Bryson Williams if you're Mark Adams.
Febres catch and shoot wouldn't go.
You've got 4 guards out there, which means who's guarding Williams right now? It's Bishop. Can you work it inside? Been played that way for 100 years.
Matchup number 12 and number 1, Tennessee and South Carolina. The Gamecocks have won 4 of the last 5 against the Ladies.
And she was still playing professionally, and she went to Temple. This guy was coaching on the left. What a great mentor.
What a great picture that is.
Sure is. She's a Philly girl through and through, and an amazing college basketball coach. Oh, score. I think it's been a highly entertaining game.
No, it's right. You said it has not been sloppy, and it hasn't. It's just been physical and tough.
Yep, great defense. And why would you expect anything else?
Ramey, that's a 3. And Shannon rebounds. About 11 seconds of difference, game clock and shot clock.
And I think I would use the timeout here. I think they want to use the timeout, but they can't see Mark Adams. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Evie Mays, and if you don't get there early enough, they'll run out of brisket.
Shannon handling here, Carr on him. Shot clock winding down, gotta go. Shannon lost the handle, out of bounds. No field goals in over 4 minutes. They'll try and end that before the halftime at 28.
Watch the ghost screen here, a fake screen. Santos Silva can guard this.
Carr inside, shot blocked.
Villanova,
Yes.
Fran Schiller.
Baseball pass down the other end. Shannon got it. Tip that you were alerted to the idea that you felt like you were surprised that Texas got so many open looks.
Yeah, I was. You can't let Ramey and Jones do that. They're proven Big 12 players who are going to knock those shots down. And if not for those two guys, Texas would be in a world of hurt right now.
Texas with the advantage, or Texas Tech with the advantage in terms of points in the paint. Ramey and Jones outstanding as Bishop rebounds the miss, and Marcus Carr into the front court.
Well, we thought they'd try to get Bryson Williams going, and Mark Adams did just that. Just came up empty.
Bishop lost the handle, and eventually Davion Warren. O'Banner, that's a 3. Williams the rebound and puts it in.
I want to tell you something. Right now, the first minute is toughness favor Texas Tech. Bryson Williams ripped that ball away from Bishop and then just decided he is not going to be stopped on that first play. A good sign for the Red Raiders. Texas has to match, and they have.
Jones just inside the three-point line. Williams with the rebound. You go back to the end of the first half, and the Red Raiders on an 8-0 run.
If not for the incredible season Ochai Agbaji is having at Kansas, this kid would be in the Player of the Year conversation in this league. He's been that good over the last 6 weeks.
Shannon probing, feed inside. There's Williams for 2 more.
Yep. In Big 12 play, he's averaging 16 points a game. It took him a month to get comfortable to start his career.
Jones with the bigger Shannon on him. Ramey, wide open look at it. Game, you love the field goal percentage. He's physical.
Well, and also the 6 a.m. mentality. When he got to Lubbock in the summertime, he began these 6 a.m. workouts, and he dragged about 4 or 5 of his teammates with him. Great leader.
But when Texas Tech came calling, he told me, I wanted to play for Mark Adams because I wanted to learn to be a better defensive player. We will play at the next level.
That one tipped away from Brock Cunningham. Timmy Allen flips that one up. Wouldn't fall. And they go possession arrows.
Play right there on the baseline, John. This is like 2 cousins wrestling in the backyard.
Yeah.
This is what this game is like. The familiarity between the 2 teams is just like family. Although a part of the family you're mad at a little bit right now. Watch Santos Silva. He is so good at guarding guards.
Allen jumper, a little bit long. And random dumb question to ask you.
Go.
Would there be any way to execute a shot clock violation, but like they do in soccer, an advantage situation?
Oh, man. It's a FIBA rule now, John. If the ball is in the possession of the defensive team, they don't stop the clock.
Right.
It's a great idea.
Shannon's three wouldn't go. Texas down 4 the other way. Carr flips that one up. That wouldn't fall. Loose ball, out of bounds.
Amazing atmosphere.
Yeah, no doubt. It's been loud at times from both sides. Ramey spinning, kick out Carr, and that one missed by a lot. Ramey back with it.
Shot clock, they're going to have to check. People, the camera guys, that's a very distorting view sometimes. Not always as accurate as you think when you go to the monitor.
Shot clock winding down. Ramey just inside the three-point line. And a foul on the floor.
And no Kevin McCullough, who's still out with that ankle injury. He's day-to-day, should be back soon.
Really good playmaker for them. Cunningham on the baseline. That one tipped out and out of bounds.
Hey, probably his best friend in the world. They're from Taunton, Massachusetts. And when they found out about it, everybody rallied to his apartment at 2 in the morning. Coaches, players. And he was a starter at VCU. He was a starter last year. He is the epitome of what this team is all about. Selflessness and a great defender.
Shot clock under 10. Shannon. They go one-on-one. In and out. That was halfway down.
Kelly Finley down at Florida. The Gators, with their interim coach, have a remarkable season going on. 20 wins already.
Williams lost the handle for a second. That shot might have been blocked.
Good coverage inside. To this point, Texas Tech has dominated the paint offensively.
Look at that drought for Texas. No field goals closing in on 9 minutes. Longhorns 0 for 8 here in the second half.
We saw this against Tennessee, didn't we, John? They had that big lead.
Yep. Ramey off the mark. That one tipped. And eventually it ends up with Texas Tech.
Yeah, if there's a slight advantage right now in this game is that Tech has been more dominant on the interior than the Longhorns have.
Shannon gets a piece of the paint. Kick out. Arm.
Yeah.
Big three.
Terrence Shannon did a terrific job of coming to a 2-foot stop, gathering his feet, and then finding arms open in the corner. Fundamental basketball right there.
Cunningham trying to answer. On Shannon, not an and one situation, but Texas with the ball after the make. Febres, and just like that, a 6-point turn.
That's what we call deja vu right there from Chase Febres. 3-year starter prior to microsurgery.
Had that microfracture surgery on his knee. And it's been a long road back for him. Davion Warren being harassed. Santos Silva inside.
Handoff, get downhill, open man, Febres.
Febres again. That time it's short. That one up ahead for Santos Silva. And now Warren. Texas Tech by a point. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla, Chris Budnier, and Austin.
Nice pass.
Williams inside, too easy.
Yeah, great find by Davion Warren. And Bryson Williams, perfect seal up the lane. Bill Self would have loved that because that's been part of that Kansas offense for a million years.
Everybody on their feet here at the Irwin Center. Well, full house. Carr gets it to Bishop. That wouldn't fall. Timmy Allen's been held scoreless so far in this one. He has not been held scoreless in a game this year. Arms.
Got it.
Ramey. And then back to Shannon. And hang on, I think.
To 26 because there was a change of possession. You can't have a turnover unless you have possession.
Got it.
And that's what they've got.
Santos Silva got in deep and puts it in. Pumps his fist.
That's those points in the paint we talked about. Mostly Bryson Williams, but Santos Silva right now dominating the burnt orange of the lane.
They won that game against Kansas at home. They got a big advantage that day. Points in the paint. I think they had 44 of them. Their advantage is 20-4 points in the paint in this one. And now Texas Tech back the other way. So the Red Raiders doing it in the painted area, as our buddy Hubie would say.
Now come on, we love that, okay?
Well, Banner can't hit.
John, you know this is a cliche. We often say 4 points feels like 8 or 10. Feels like 8 or 10 right now.
And Warren steams to the basket.
This could be a timeout right now. If I'm Chris Beard, he's not going to do it. He's going to go with a set play. 6 does feel like 12 today.
Askew kick out Ramey. Back to Askew. Shot clock is under 10.
Smothering.
Great defense by the Red Raiders.
Message boards, social media, they wanted everyone to buy up all the tickets they could. Texas found out about it, thought, why are we selling so many tickets overnight? Found out they shut it down. That never was sent to the general public. This wasn't open. They gave all the tickets to the students instead to show up for today.
Wow.
And what it feels like, Chris, as we said earlier, it feels like Kansas City. Feels like a Big 12 semifinal or final. The atmosphere in here today has been electric.
Good job. Who else? Brock Cunningham steps in the passing lane. Texas down 4. Lob little too high. And Carr tracks it down. Tips to Febres.
Great effort by Marcus Carr out of nowhere. Big possession now.
Clock under 10. And a turnover. Well, this half, 3 for 16. So I lied to you.
Oh, you were actually accurate. You were accurate because it was 2 for 20.
Here's Nadolny now.
Nowhere to go.
Flips that one up and in. Clarence Nadolny. Whoa.
Strong move by the junior from the suburbs of Paris. And again, really good, well-educated feet in the paint. High-low.
And Nadolny got his hand on it, but that one's tipped to Jones, and they get at the line. He's got 14. That one rattled out.
Bryson Williams is back, and if I'm Texas Tech, I try my best to get the ball into the big guy in the paint.
Mark Adams, a former
There it is.
Golden Gloves guy, and the throwdown, and Bryson Williams. Whoa.
Excellent execution. Perfect pick and roll offense right there.
I asked Mark Adams who'd be the best fighter on his team. He said Bryson Williams. Jones answers with a triple.
On the ball, no rotation from the weak side, and Bryson Williams comes right down the lane into your living room.
He goes 6'8", 240, does the Fresno State and UTEP transfer. Sanders cuts back to the basket.
going into his senior year and really did not come on the scene until IMG Academy down in Florida.
And from the length of park.
I know somebody famous, the voice of the Chicago Cubs. Nicely done.
Shannon knocks it down.
I asked him what his favorite position was. He was a wide receiver, 6'6", pretty good.
Oh boy.
Yep. Big Ten looks.
Hard to Jones, beats arms, and then kick to Febres. Catch and shoot. Got it.
Big time. Big time. Who's bailing out Texas today? The holdovers. Cunningham, Febres, Jones, Ramey.
I'm waiting for Matt Coleman to sub into this game.
He's out there. I don't think you can sneak Mo Bamba in there, however.
Probably not. Warren, he'll try a three. Cunningham rebounds.
Momentum, Texas.
Texas with 4 3-pointers this half. And that time,
And Chris Beard hired Mark Adams when he went to Little Rock in his first Division I job. They do still communicate, despite what the fans might think. I'm just not sure they're as close as they were.
right corner. Warren couldn't hit. Shannon rips away a rebound. And they'll set it back up. 3-point game.
Cunningham's in there, so he's going to cause some havoc somewhere.
Warren, shot was blocked. Cunningham got a piece of it. He's everywhere.
I said it, John. He's good for 5 possessions a game. And in a game like this, that could be a difference. He's wide open.
He's wide open in the corner.
And maybe he's not going to shoot the next one. And that's why they played off of him.
Jones. Loose ball.
Brock Cunningham was inserted into the lineup by Shaka Smart, and really the rest is history.
Blue guy indeed. Ramey, ball fake. That's a 2. In and out.
What I didn't like what Ramey did was he gave up the 3 for the 2. He would have been better off sliding along the 3-point line instead of shooting a long 2.
He was planning on staying there another week. Phone rings, it's Chris Beard. Hops in the car, gotta get back to work.
Perfect. Perfect.
Santos Silva, kick out, Nadolny. Wow.
Wow.
A guy who has not been great from 3 this year. A shade under 11% from the 3-point line.
And he shot a few of them today, and that one was with confidence. Came at a right time.
Bishop inside, and they'll
say they miss the college experience.
And of course, right now the NBA All-Star break.
That's right. Mo's having a very good year for a rebuilding Orlando Magic player. All right, John. Critical juncture for the Longhorns. Oh yeah, turnover.
Under 6 to go. Texas down that many. 6.
Good cut.
Allen puts it up,
Yeah.
rolls it home.
Excellent cut from the weak side. When you drive baseline in that no-middle defense, 5 defenders are watching the ball. You can cut behind them. It's exactly what Timmy Allen did and does well.
Santos Silva, soft touch.
Now, this is a kid that was a scorer at VCU who's really sacrificed his game, but he can still get it done offensively. And he can guard guards like he's doing now. Good matchup.
Wilson rebounds, the Carr miss. As we go under 5. And again, 6-point game. And how about between Marcus Carr and Timmy Allen? They have 2 points together. ESPN.com/Big12Net.
Watch the ISO here.
Williams gets inside, but he couldn't hit. Arms the rebound.
Table, he said, I can't. My rib hurts too bad to even squat.
The trainers will be busy after this one, Chris.
Williams inside. 10-2. Baylor in second place. Tech, then Texas. This would be a big win for the Red Raiders to
unranked to start the year. And it's just a marvelous coaching job once again by Mark Adams. But what they do need to do is speed up their offense now and play fast. And the shooters, if they're open, there could be no hesitation. They got to let it fly. They cannot survey the court for 30 seconds.
8-point game. Crowd has been in it all afternoon, both sides, Texas Tech and Texas fans. Febres. And Santos Silva with the rebound.
They got to play that way. Get an open shot, you've got to take it because there aren't going to be many in the last 4 minutes.
Feed inside O'Banner. He's been quiet. Finds Nadolny. Couldn't put it home, and now the Longhorns on the move. Ramey off a leg, and they turn it over.
Malik Wilson did a terrific job. Quick hands. He knocked it loose.
Nadolny at the basket. And
that's what we thought, John.
Nadolny knocks down
the junior. I got to say it right. Montreal. Not quite. It's out on the outskirts of Paris. I'll work on that. Honestly, can't get that right.
I get you, Franny. I mean, I'm not trying to be too hard on you, but if Silva's going to be a problem, then maybe we stay away from the French
Montreal.
cities.
Okay.
You know?
I think so. Paris. From Paris.
Cars step back.
Nope. You are watching, folks, a defensive clinic today. This is a defensive clinic. If you're a coach, show your high school kids this. This is just amazing defense.
First double-digit lead for either team. Loose ball. Williams comes away with it. Quick feed. Santos Silva, and then they turn it over. Yeah. A little contact there.
Yeah, and I thought he got fouled. They played on.
They've had them. I mean, you talk about being forced as officials to make decisions all day. They have.
They've missed a couple, but they haven't missed many. And if you know, I'm a coach, so I always think they miss a couple.
Shannon, feed to a cutting Bryson Williams. Couldn't quite get that one to go.
And then you got to go back to work after lunch.
Arms to inbound, some full court pressure.
If Texas Tech gets sloppy, Texas can get back in this game.
Shannon harassed and trapped, and timeout. Their fans in the house here for this one.
Probably going to have to go in the backcourt here because they were trying to go over the top to Bryson Williams in time, but he was double teamed. Same situation. And huddling in games, and you practice that stuff, and it becomes second nature.
Wilson can't hit. Arms with a huge rebound.
Just a careless mistake by Texas. They're going to start the trap now. Red Raiders got to spread the floor.
Carr steps in the lane, picks off the pass. Carr, give off Allen, and the deuce.
Well, we said it. They can't get sloppy, Texas Tech, and Timmy Allen finally making something happen. Nice pass by Marcus Carr. Tentative.
Take it away, Allen.
Great special situations teams. Texas should still bring one more double if they can. As soon as it comes over midcourt, go at it.
Nadolny, feed to O'Banner, out of bounds. Chris Beard.
Yeah, Chris Beard left his spouse and he moved next door.
4-point game, under 2 to go. Jones will try. Gets a 3! A 9-0 Texas run. Timeout on the court. Point game now. 91 seconds left.
We're one play away from an official collapse.
This place is rocking. Tech fans and Longhorn fans. Arms hesitated, puts it up. That shot was blocked. O'Banner is fouled. Cunningham, that's his fourth. O'Banner 76% on the season from the line. A 3-point game, 1:10 to go.
Texas 4 guards. Tech matches it. Key for Texas Tech, don't give up a 3.
Jones hesitates, jump stop, little strong. Shannon rebounds.
Texas does not have to foul here.
And the Red Raiders will call.
You're cool right now.
Arms to inbounds. Everybody's covered. And they get it to O'Banner. Back to Arms.
I don't think you have to foul if you're Texas. Look at this. How about this? He's going to have it anyway.
Shannon, shot clock is under 10. Shannon, jumper. Nadolny flying in. Loose ball. Fifth, so his afternoon is done. And Nadolny hit. Arms almost.
Snipers out there. Go to the basket unimpeded if you can.
You can hear the Red Raider fans chanting defense.
Wilson, hands.
Febres hoists it up. Williams rips it down. Again, according to Ken Palm, one of the top 3 defenses in the country. Williams.
And you never sacrifice effort for technique. And when you have both and athleticism, you are elite. And Exhibit A, Texas Tech.
Misses that one. Shannon rebounds.
And they had their little beefs on the court. But I love watching these guys practice and compete.
Terrence Shannon today, quiet, only 5 points. Bryson Williams with 17. And they got a really nice lift from Clarence Nadolny.